Ndị be anyị kenekwanụ m unu. Anyị si ka nkonye chiri ya zerụkwa. Anyị si n'ụbọchị nketa mara na anyị mma na ihe adị ka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Otu anyị kwuru ya, otu akọ ya dịrịrị. Ise ise ise. Anyị dịka o si dị ya bụ Easter News 24 ka anyị si wee wetara ya bụ ozizi n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nketa gbasata maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo nọ n'ime ya. Ndị nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ n'iru akwụkwọ. Dịka o si dị, anyị wetara unu ozi one of the Biafran activists wetara n'iru akwụkwọ. Quote, panic in Asolog as Dr. Ngozi Orabueze give water promise to the Tinubu government as he order Biafran soldiers to take over Southeast. Alright, ya bụ ife ka anyị maka ya webe n'iru akwụkwọ. Onye wetara ya bụ ozizi ya bụ one of the Biafran activists n'iru akwụkwọ ka a ga-egoro ihe o ji maka ya wee bịa. Ị ga-esi ya bụ ife drop right feature n'ụdị nke gị. Alright, over to you.
What do you have to our frontline officers as a take home in regards to what happened, what we saw today or yesterday, that this the one Ishocha in Paris said that her phone was hacked and she is in contact with men on the ground. So do you have anything as a take home for our frontline officers, those whom she has already contacted?
Again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Because again, the Biafran military, none of them is online. Our men don't talk with anybody online. So maybe you have to go and ask that one who she's talking with. Thank you. Next question.
All right. We come to Miriama Biafra. Unmute yourself and ask a question.
Okay. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, dear friends. Ana m ekene gị nnukwu nwanyị, ijele nwanyị, n'ihi na ijele na mmọnwụ ọzọ a na-agbakọ ijele pụta ọda mmọnwụ agbakpụsịrị. Chinedu, unu nwa mpịampịa mmụọ, gbakpụsie n'ime ụlọ, unu nwa sabo gbakpụsie n'ime ụlọ. Ijele nọ n'egwu.
Yes.
Ụmụ sabo ntị ike. Ijele nọ n'egwu. Nara n'ife nna agwa unu.
Exactly.
Ọ mmiri ọma na-ekwu, mmiri ọma Biafra na-ekwu.
I know.
DPM. Up you. Chukwu dobe gị. Aja ana Igbo dobe gị. Mmiri niile na Biafra dobe gị. Ọ mụnwa ka a na-akpọ mmiri. Adobe gị. Na-ekene orie na afọ na nkwọ n'anya na-anụ ụbọchị na-anọ n'ala Igbo. Ọchọkọ omega ọdachi a ga-ekwe. Onye ọbụla fụrụ gị bebe akwa ihe mere nwa a mee ya. Etu aka o si dị. Asị gị duru anyị jebe duru anyị jebe. Anyị so gị n'azụ. Ugogbu mbe anyị na-eso gị. O nwere ife na-emenụ. Thank you very much for your good work. Achọghị m ikwu okwu mana ọ dị isi mpịampịa mmụọ si na ya bụ Chinedu pụtara na bịakwu okwu anya ka m jiri ezie my hand wee kwuo opportunity a wee sị gị ekene dere gị n'ihe ọma ị na-emere anyị. Chukwu dube gị. Ana m ekene maazị Nnamdị Kanu, ana m ekene awa DPM maazị Samuel Ekpa. Chineke nna Chukwu okike abịa ma mmụọ a na Biafra ga-akpọpụta ha n'oge na-adịghị anya n'aha Chukwu okike abịa ma n'aha ndị enu na ndị ana. Thank you very much.
Enyi na-eje na-iso gị n'azụ gbogbo. Enyi na-eje na-iso gị n'azụ
All right, we'll move. We come to Plan B. Plan B, unmute yourself. Okay. Jennifer.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My DPM. May God bless you. All protocol observed. You go 247. You're a good guy. I can see you. My DPM, I have a question. Because just like this one bingo on our PM will say. So also our PM, nobody can take another action in another way. Mbo mpia mo o nwere slog no hom na ka nwuru baka hand pia kpọ ya anya. Our DPM biko o nwere ife kana gbagwoju m anya. On the 29th day of November 2024, early declared Biafra, I saw you crying. And that cry, the policewoman by your side was trying to console you. Because that day, because I can't comprehend that. One of the reasons when they feel they grab power or they just maburu the position. Because in making a little hint why you were crying that day. Please.
There is I think it's just more of the emotional thing when Finland, what Finland did to us, because it was just about a week or two to our declaration. That was when Finland struck in collision with the Nigerian state. And remember, the Prime Minister has prepared for this day from like January of 2024 to like November, December of 2024. So it was not just me. It was a very emotional moment for almost every Biafran. Over 1,500 Biafrans that traveled all over the world to be in Finland to declare our independence. So it was an emotional moment. It could have happened to anyone. So mine, just standing there, it was just, I was there at that moment. I promise you, many Biafrans, they shed tears for what Finland did to our Prime Minister and continue to do. So that was exactly how I have to state that fact. And again, in the area of the template for what we are doing today has already been laid by our Prime Minister and our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. So anybody that thinks there is something new coming into what we are doing, that means the person has never really been there. So when you see some of these people that just jump in here and just trying to distort the fact or distort the program, then you know that they've never really been. They've just been there because they feel they are afraid of the Prime Minister. So following for their selfish gains and what they will gain, but not respecting that institution that our leader Nnamdi Kanu led and the Prime Minister also led. So if they have been following that institution, which is the United States of Biafra, some of them will not be doing what they are doing today. So again, there is nothing like jumping in or jumping out. This template is already laid, and that's exactly what we are following. Thank you.
My DPM, can I
just
let him go on. Can I just
hold on 1 second, please? Fandi, go ahead.
Can I add something to what you just said? We witnessing you that day. After that cry, there was a magical transformation that powered you from that point on. And then the rest of the thing was just overtaken. The spirit took over, and then you unleashed, everything.
Philosopher.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
right.
you so much.
Biafra took over. That's right. I was there.
Can I just say a little thing?
Yes.
Man, for this moment, on my own analyzation, it wasn't you. It wasn't the spirit of grabbing power.
Yes.
But you never expected it coming. Because I sat down, I learned everything, inspect, scan that motion, what was happening at that moment. Somebody who want to grab power will just be happy, smiling, shining, jumping up and down, and this and that. But something that someone never expected, that is how the emotion goes. So anybody who is talking nonsense, the kind of thunder we go fire that person, see they do warm up. Man, now Okada go kill that person with the envy you. I swear to God, keep the fire burning. So onye ife gị were iwe ya jee dị na ha na expressway ma je maka transformer. God bless you, man.
Yeah, thank you so much. And again, let me clearly tell you, it's not about grabbing power. I already had that power, even while the Prime Minister was there. For the past 2 years, I've always had that power. But the thing is that some of them thinks, why shouldn't it be them? Or some of them, I mean, they're so disrespectful to the Prime Minister. Some of them is about, why is it not going to be me? Prime Minister, I started this thing with you 20 years ago. Then why should it not be me now that he's going to be in charge? So the thing is that their recklessness, their lack of respect for the institution, I will call it their myopic nature, not looking at the bigger picture of what the Prime Minister saw. That is what has put them to the level where they are right now. But as far as the power, it has always been there. But some of them refuse to see that, or some of them think that something is going to change, or some of them think that when they start their manipulations in front of the Prime Minister, all of a sudden things going to change. No, our Prime Minister is a very wise man. Oh, yeah. He is very, very calculative. He does his things in a very calculated, focused, and disciplined manner that some of these riffraffs, they are not aware of that because they're just everywhere. They jump everywhere. They make all this noise. But we are very, very happy that Biafrans have really seen the true nature of who they are, what they are, and why the Prime Minister never, ever puts them into consideration into any major thing and will help us achieve the United States of Biafra. Thank you so much. Next.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, someone asking for tears before an action. You see, that was kind of spiritual rebirth. You were baptized at that moment. It's like someone whose house is on fire and his only child. It took him like 50 years to have an only child, and the only child is in the house that is burning. I mean, he will shed tears and he will jump into the fire to bring out the baby out. Yes. So it is not power grabbing, it's spiritual rebirth. It's a propellant that moved you to the level where they could not subdue you. So your tears are in order, your actions are in order because you are called into this mission. Yes. And all those things combined were the things that moved you and is still moving you. Because I know that every day, at a certain point, as you sit in your house, you share the same tears and you are powered to do more. So nobody should worry about your tears because you were given the power through your tears, and God listens to you when you shed those tears to move you forward. So don't worry about them.
Thank you.
We hear more.
Please, can I Please, can I say something also?
Please.
Please?
Yes, please make it brief. Yeah.
Please, okay. What happened that very day is spiritual transformation of power from Mazi
That's what I said.
Simonekpa
That's what I
to
said.
our DPM. Because our DPM, what you are doing has been ordained from heaven, that you are the one that will bring Biafra home, back to Biafra land. You will bring this freedom. It was shown to me. Are you people hearing?
Yeah.
It was the prophecy of
This is a revolution 2 years ago, when even our DPM has not surfaced. Jehovah showed me where Fulani, Yoruba, and Igbo, they were all sharing a basket of a bowl full of fruits. Then the Yoruba people were picking, the Fulani were picking, the Igbo were picking. And the person that represents Igbo is a lady, a Biafra. We call him Biafra then. And this Biafra lady has surfaced, is our DPM that has surfaced now. She's the one that will take us to Biafra, no other person. Because this was
Hello,
something
dear
Jehovah
friends.
showed me
Dear
last
friends.
before
Now,
she appeared.
please, let
So
me.
that is how it is.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We
Thank you so
continue.
much.
Can I please speak a little bit? Can I please speak a little bit?
we are overlaboring the matter.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Uduak. What I saw that day made me to nickname my DPM the lioness, because I saw the lion in her, the Lion of Judah, basically resting on her shoulders, and she arose and did what we did not people did not think was going to happen. I've seen situations when in a wedding day, maybe there was a lot of things going on. A woman was not approved for the man to marry, and all of a sudden everything came together. You will see the woman shedding tears on that day of her wedding with the wedding gown on. That's emotional tears of joy, tears of victory. That's what happened. So for an individual to come up and start having this kind of twisted mindset of power grabbing, is a horrible thing. It's a thing that he needs to get help, because we saw it as victory. We saw it as tears of joy. We in our houses, we were also jumping and jubilating, shedding tears, the ones that could shed it. So, my DPM, God bless you. You remain our lioness. God bless you.
Thank you so much. And again, let me quickly tell dear friends, apart from what Honorable Udwak said, the final moment that our Prime Minister was invited, um, it was a lot of battle within. Again, some people maybe was aware, maybe they knew that something like this will happen. Some people actually was part of the plan of what happened to the prime minister. But with time, we will eventually find out. But again, I let Biafrans know that the role I play is not about me. It's not about me. Right from the moment when, right from that week when our prime minister was invited, was taken away from us, the role that I play is just natural, because that is the role I've been playing. That is why when 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 these confused people, just confused, keep trying to distort the facts and lie to Biafrans and just say things, not Biafrans, some of the people that are in that little enclave where they are, trying to play the part of the Nigerian state that they were sent to do. It baffles some of us. It baffles some of us because what I did was already set up by the Prime Minister that I have to do it. Again, there's just so much that I don't have to reveal. But when you see some of these individuals say what they don't know, they have no clue. They have no clue. They have no clue. That is why I tell Biafrans, they do not exist. I'm telling you, they do not. They do not exist. So they will just continue to do these things that they were sent to do, which is to disrupt, to disturb me, just to distract us from our major goal. That's you because when you look at some of the things they say, some of the things that come out from their mouth, you will know that they do not exist. That's just the way to. Please, let's go to the next person.
All right. We come to Udod. Mas Udod, meet yourself. Okay, we come to Jennifer. Jennifer, halfway through. Unmute yourself. Jennifer, how bred you? Young Magachi.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, the DPM. All protocols observed. I salute all the honorables and the cabinet and all the fighters for Biafran's realization. I greet everyone. My question is, from what the defense secretaries and all the commanders said, some of us that used to travel on yearly basis to homeland, now my question is it safe? Say by the time we are looking at, by the December or 12th December, is it safe for us to travel to all the way to Lagos and then start going home? Or is it going to be okay for us to travel all the way from here to our Biafra land? Because the more these things are escalating, the more unsafe it's going to be for Biafrans to land in Lagos or Abuja. So what is the promise to Biafrans?
Yeah, there's no promise to you for anything. You have to be part of. If you want to go home, go through Lagos or go straight to Biafra land, it is your responsibility. The fight for the final push for us to be in our land is not my thing. It's not honorable our Prime Minister's thing. Neither is it our leader Nnamdi Kanu's thing. All of us, our Biafrans, all of us must do what we got to do to ensure that we live in a safe United States of Biafra where we are all free, where we determine who is going to be our leader. So it's not about me or how you are going to. The question should be, what are you doing to ensure that you go home in a safe United States of Biafra? So that is a task, and that is what the question should be. And if you feel or you believe that you are not safe enough to travel from here to Lagos, you should go to the international community, write up the necessary places, go to where you have to make the formal report, gather information of what is up, and formally report those things so that the world will see the atrocity of the Nigerian terrorist state. That is what everyone should be doing. When we collectively do what we need to do as a nation, it will be easier and safer and faster for us to go home, just like the commanders on ground are doing theirs. So it's nobody's particular task to do that. Thank you. Next question.
Ndị be anyị ngwadalụ nne nnukwu n'isi wee na-esonyere anyị n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa. Ka efi were ekwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ihe Biafran Chief of Staff kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ bụ Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Gịnị ka i were ekwu n'ụdị nke gị gbasịta maka ebe ife ndị a niile nọ okwu n'iru akwụkwọ? Drọpụọra ya alụ gị, drọpụọra ife iche n'ụdị nke gị ka a mara ife iche, your own reaction gbasịta maka ya bụ ife na Eastern News 24 ebe anyị si were wetara onye bụ ozi. Ọzọ dị ka ịbịa bụ tụsakwa ya bụ ozi ka ụmụnne anyị dozi n'ebe dị iche iche wee marakwa ife na-emenụ and wee mara the update on the latest development on Biafra Republic government in exile. Daalụ rinne na ụmụnne m, ka emesịanụ.